My connect. Here we go. I'm back again. Come on, turn on. There we go. That's better. I'm back, reacting to your squads. Now, I told you I'd be back a little bit more. I'm trying to stay honest to that. If you want to send me your draft so we can talk about it, send it to my Twitter. You don't got to follow me. Just send it to my Twitter, and let's talk about it. We're approaching, I think it's like 2 weeks now before season starts. So we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of things I want to discuss. There's a lot of things I got to change on my team because looking back, I don't know how much I like this squad right now. But let's talk about it. So, at the end of last stream, if you were here, if you caught it, I don't know, is this set up a little bit better? Yeah, setup looks better, man. It's no longer in 240, 240 HP here. If you're on the stream last time, y'all saw at the very end, I went with the no solid draft. I don't know how much I like it, and I'm going to change it, but this is what we're running with. Feel free to talk, send something in the chat, send something in my Twitter, talk about your team, let's pull it up, let's talk about it. This is not the draft that I wanted to go with, this was just based off of the very end of my stream. I do not like not having Solid in my squad, and Isak, I thought the deal would probably be done by this point. It is not, and so for that reason, I'm not going to have him in my squad, because I don't want him to come in game week 2, and then kind of take a little bit of time, earn some minutes before he starts going full 90. So, anyway, thanks everyone for showing up. Appreciate y'all. Let's talk about this. I need to make some changes on my squad before I see some of yours. I try to change some things on my setup at least. I don't know how well it is working, but we'll get there when we get there, and we'll keep improving. And my green screen is not here right now. So, this is the squad I'm in right now. I had a squad with no Salah. I do not like it that much. So, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of Isak. I'm going to get rid of Cole Palmer for now. For now. I'm going to put Salah back in while I wait to see everyone's squads. Again, send in your squads to my Twitter. I'm going to get Salah back in my team. I got $6.5 million to spend up top. I do not like that price. Oh boy, I'm screwed. It's going to be harder than I thought. She said. 2 $6 million defenders. I'm going to have to get rid of that. Save a little bit of cash. I'm just messing with my team until I get some people to send it to my Twitter. Clip still has album of the year. Dion, if you're watching this, I'm beating you again this year in FPL. Dylan, if you're watching this, I love you, bro. What are you feeling? Ooh. Honestly, I am not sure. Let me get a quick defender in there real quick. That is a good question. Oh, and it did pop up in the chat. Yeah! It worked. I put a chat right here on the screen. I don't know if y'all like it. I was thinking about putting it here or like putting it on the side of the screen. I'm still figuring it out, man. I'm just out here talking about sports. That's all I care about. Ooh. Let me see. Let me do this real quick. I'm just going to put in, I'm going to cheat a little bit and go by selection percentage because I just want to get someone in there. I'll change it later. It's more about the price point that I care about right now. I don't want to know. Who cares? I'm going here. And then forward, no. Forward at 8 mil. Forward at, if you want me to talk about your squad, send your squad to my Twitter. And then we'll go from there. 8 mil. I don't like this either. I feel like I'm going to go back to my other one. I don't like these drafts, but that's alright. That's where we're at. And sorry for moving the screen a lot right now. I need to look up his stats, honestly. I'm not sure. Last year he did well, right? No assists, which is a bit of something. He outperformed his XG. As far as it looks, honestly, I need to look into that. I don't know if I can, Steve, I don't know if I can look up ID at this point. I don't know if it's been set on that. Because usually I go to points, and then points allows me to put that URL or your ID into the squad. So I don't know at this point. Usually you come like game week 1 I can. Let me see if I can. I don't know. I don't think I can. Honestly, I haven't searched him enough. I haven't searched him enough to really know. Good run. I mean, Leeds first is great. Brighton's good. Wolverhampton's great. So for the first 3 game weeks, it looks good. I haven't researched him enough to really talk about him. So I'm not going to because I feel it's a little irresponsible to talk about it if I haven't looked into it myself. But I'm adding it to the list to do so. So by Thursday, when I live stream again, I will have better information for you on that. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it by team stream. You could do, I don't know what else we could do. Stop moving your screen so much, Sean. You idiot. I need to stop calling myself that all the time. But I need to look into that a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how you can send it without putting it onto Twitter. But you can send it on Discord. Send it on Discord. I'll bring it up. I'll go to Discord. I'll throw it up. Also, I just created a new FPL league, Return of the Dawn, as well. It is in the description. The title's in the description, or the code's in the description. If you want to join the league, feel free to do so. I don't know what I'm going to do for the winner this year. In the past, what should I do for someone who wins? Whoever wins my FPL league this year, I got to do something good. I'm not sure what it is. So if you have good ideas, let me know, and we'll go from there. Yeah, send on Discord. Let me check if you already have or not. Not yet. I have not seen it yet. Also, is this chat up here a good idea? Yay or nay? Let me know. Let's see. Let me check Twitter to make sure anything's been sent on Twitter. Nothing's been sent on Twitter yet. POV. While I wait for some people to send me their stuff, what should we do right now? I feel like I need to go over the best budget midfielders. I feel like that's a good price because there's a lot of good price or a lot of good midfielders in like that 6.5 to 7.5 price range that we need to talk about that'll allow us to squeeze in some of the big hitters like Salah and Saka in my squad, obviously. Isak, if he ends up joining Liverpool soon, because he's going to go in my squad if he does join Liverpool quickly. If he doesn't, I'm just going to wait because he's not going to get full 90 if he goes there like 2 days before season starts. We'll do that. Send your teams to my Twitter up here. Don't got to follow me. Just send it and we'll talk about it. Until then, let's start breaking down. Let's break down who should be in your squad. I feel like I want to start defending defenders. We'll talk about defenders later. I got time today. I got nothing to do. My girl hasn't texted me back for 15 hours, which is a little alarming, but we'll talk about that later. All right, midfielders. I want to go price capping at 7.5, 8 mil. Let's go 8 mil. Probably outgrow my heroes. Come get with me. All right. Whew. Going over midfielders. Mbeumo, I feel like I've talked about it a lot on the stream. He's a great player. I love his game. Huge pickup for United. I just don't know without Pens. Without Pens, I don't know if he's going to be a great pick. It's something that is worth monitoring for sure. He could be. I think his open field or his open play game is great. And so I think we're probably overlooking how good he is in the open field, especially open pitch, especially with Bruno assisting him as much as he does. There's just something about United I want to stay away from. Semenyo. I like Semenyo a lot, but I like Kluivert more, personally. Do I think Eze to Arsenal will happen? As a potential Arsenal fan, and a huge Eze fan, I hope so. He is an absolute lock into my squad if that does happen. I haven't heard anything lately on whether or not it's going to happen. A couple people I've been talking to say it's only a matter of time before it does. I'm going to look into it right now on Twitter while I'm talking about this. I don't want to pull up another screen. Let me pull it up real quick and see if there's any late reports. My buddies seem to think it's only a matter of time. I think it's just because they're Arsenal fans and they're just hoping for the best. But if he does, man, imagine that front line. Like, him on the left, Saka on the right. Oh! Woo! Arsenal might mess around and give Liverpool a challenge, man. Let's see. I don't see anything like, other than a couple hints, a couple like hidden messages, if you will, on Instagram. It's looking like a couple. As far as what I'm seeing on Twitter right now, it just doesn't seem to be. It's still up in the air. It's still up in the air. I hope so. I think he is the way to go. Put him in the midi up there. I I hope so. I like his game a lot. Nice to see him at a big club. Even though I lived in Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I feel like I want him there. Well, let me check my Discord too. Let me check my Discord and my Twitter. If you want to send your teams there, send them there. Let's talk about it. Going back to the chat. Have I watched any preseason games? I haven't. So it's just preseason games really awkward to watch here in America. They don't my hair's sticking up like crazy. They don't really put games on TV here in America. They'll put like actual like season games, Champions League game. We have to get a streaming package for it. It's not just on our TV. Everything's streaming in freaking America. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but it's really hard to watch preseason matches. And so I just go onto Twitter or go onto YouTube and just check highlights and watch it from here and there. But it's really hard to watch preseason games here. So I haven't really seen too many. I just kind of onto Twitter, seeing what the Zeitgeists are talking about. Shout out Jay Electronica. I did keep the stream quiet. Okay. What's up, Steve? By the way, good to see you, man. I have been. I decided to stream every week now for the season. I'm gonna hold strong to that. I'm gonna stream every Sunday for the whole season, starting I think last week. And I'm just doing a terrible job at promoting myself, and I'm doing it only on YouTube, and I haven't really talked about it on Twitter, on Discord. I just kind of let it rock. I'm trying to get the system built up a little bit before I really dive into it, because I still feel like the setup's not the best. I'm still really shaky on the stream. I feel like I'm not doing my best job, but that's all right. It's good to be back. Let's talk about budget midfielders while we're here. All right, kudos to Tottenham. I like that. I'm still unsure because I haven't seen it myself. Also, let me know if you guys like this new setup here, or if you like even having the chat, or should I just get rid of it? Again, I kind of like it there. Looking at it, looks kind of good. And good to see everybody again, by the way. Budget midfielders and Mbeumo, I think. Again, I talked about him a little bit earlier. Rodgers balled out last year. I really like his game. Are Villa going to be the same as they were last year? I think they'll still be solid. I think Rodgers is a great. I'm trying to go through everybody right now. It'd be nice if I had XG on everybody. That'd be cool too. Kudos, I haven't seen him play. Well, obviously I haven't watched any preseason games, so I don't know how he's going to fit into the Tottenham system. So it's hard for me to say until I watch some of that, which I will today after the stream's over, which is perfect timing for after talking about it after the stream ends, man. Cunha, there's a bit of United tax. They're just gonna. There's just something about United that I like their pickups. Cunha and Mbeumo, I really like. I like their game a lot. I think adding them to just Bruno Fernandes, who it's just honestly a shame watching him. I don't want to say waste his greatness at United, but waste his greatness, right? When he first came to United, it was like, dude, this guy's one of the best midfielders in the world. And he still is such a good midi. But there's something about United I don't know. I'm hoping, as just a fan of football, that United can get going again. It's just great for the sport. And I think with these pickups, I think that it's a step in the right direction. I just don't know. Until then, I'm just going to stay away from United assets. It's just not a team I trust, especially with Arsenal, Fulham, City, and Chelsea in the first 5. With that fixture difficulty rating, I'm just going to stay away from United assets on top of everything else. I don't know if that's the way to go. I don't know how to do with my voice there either. Waymo. Ramsey at $4.5 million. Of course, he's going to be selected by a lot of people. Elanga, I honestly like a lot. I like him a lot. I don't know if he's worth it at $7 million. I think there are better options out there. But the fun part with going to these cheap midfielders is I'm just looking at the selection percentage. Those top ones right there between Rodgers and Mbeumo, Cunha, Elanga, I think they're really good options. And kudos, I think they're really good options. No problem at all if you have any of those. Great pick. But to me, I look at this and say, this is where you can get the season going. You look at all these guys under 10% selection percentage, Yeah. And a lot of these guys under 10% can ball. Like they are really good players. If they start the season hot, you're about to see them green arrows and see them price gains week after week. Oh, and it'll be such a good start to the season. Like, I've talked a lot about Eze so far this year. I just loved his game ever since he got to Crystal Palace. He's so fun to watch. When he is great and Crystal Palace are playing great, whew, incredible. I think the problem a lot of people are seeing is Chelsea away, Nottingham Forest at home, who were a great defensive team last year and probably going to be again this year. Villa away, that the first 3 games are really tough. And so I understand why he's not selected a lot right now. Obviously, they're still up in the air about him going to Arsenal. The thing for me is Chelsea are fickle as far as how they play. They're up and down. They're more good than great. Obviously, they won the Club World Cup, right? But I'm still unsure about how good they'll be. Well, check that. I still feel okay having Eze in my squad going against Chelsea. I'm fine with that. Nottingham Forest, tough, right? So I look at these first 3, and I think Eze could come away with 1, maybe 2 attacking returns in those 3 game weeks. And I know that's a lot to ask at the beginning when everything's so fickle. Actually, the next few fixtures after that too. Liverpool at home. But if you could survive that, going to Sunderland and West Ham, it's great. But again, if Eze is going to Arsenal, how could you not want him in your team? Like, that system's just built really well. If he goes to it, it's built for him to be great in. And I just can't see a world where I wouldn't want him if he does go to Arsenal, right? Obviously, to be determined. If it's in the air and he's not going to go to if he's going to go to Arsenal, and he's only going to get subbed on in like the 60th minute for the first little bit. See if I can make this a little bit bigger for everybody. Just the budget midfielders we're talking about right now. It's the same thing with Isak for me, though. As much as I love Eze, if he comes in and it's like, oh, he's gonna go to Arsenal, he's gonna go there like a week before the season starts. He's most likely not gonna play or start right away and get those 90 minutes. I forget how hard it is to talk for this long. As if I don't do this every day for my job. I think. Appreciate everyone showing up, man. This makes me really happy talking about this again. I think I'll finish my sentence before my ADHD gets the best of me. If Eze and Isak just go the right before, they're not going to start right away. They're going to get subbed in, and it's just not worth having someone those first few game weeks that are so fickle. It's only going to get 20, 30 minutes at a time. Once they get going, though, they're automatically in my squad. Like, if Eze really does go to Arsenal and Isak goes to Liverpool, they're absolute no-brainers for their price range. Put them in my squad, let them sit, let them ride for a long time. Right. Again, my favorite thing about this stream isn't getting subscribers. It isn't getting likes. It isn't getting big or whatever. My favorite thing is just coming on here and talking to you guys about football. Like, I don't get a chance in my life in America to talk about football, let alone fantasy Premier League that often. And so being able to come onto this stream and talk to everybody that I've known for years now, even though I've kind of abandoned you guys for a couple years, makes me happy, man. I just hope that I hope as I get better at this, I'll put on a good stream and I'll make this exciting. I'll make this fun. Whew. All right. Declan Rice is interesting to me because with this new defensive there you go. This new defensive points that you can get, he looks good, man. My problem, and he's on set pieces. For me, I don't think he's good enough attacking return-wise, like consistency. How much did he have last year? 4 goals, 7 assists. I think he's going to be around that. I think he'll probably have a little bit more. He probably might score a little bit more this year if they get Eze. I think Arsenal's attack's going to do a little bit better this year than they did last year, especially if they have a healthy Saka for a long time. That team with Saka was just, they're great. And also, I know I've talked about looking to become a fan of a team. This year is the year I commit to a Premier League squad. And I went to London a few months ago. I didn't realize I got jerk chicken right outside Arsenal Stadium. That's all I needed to know to most likely be a fan. But yeah, I expect him to have a little bit more goal contribution this year. But I just don't know if it's not consistent enough for me to warrant to put in my squad, right? So he's out. from my squad at least. Then I look at Matoma here. I love Matoma. This dude is a baller. I think I've been waiting for him to take that next leap into greatness for, I don't know, maybe last year was the year I was expecting it. I thought he'd be a little bit better at this point. Maybe not a little bit better, but just I thought he'd be bigger. I thought he would have more love from other squads. I know obviously he's just the playing time wasn't there. Like in 23 he got hurt. He wasn't playing a lot. I think he had the same thing last year. 28 out of 38 games. But 10 goals and 5 assists is really good for someone who didn't play the full season. I honestly think he's so good. He should take that next jump. If you're willing to take a chance on somebody, I think Matoma is the guy. Fulham at home, I think that's a good fixture for him. Everton away, tough. City, oh, that's hard. Bournemouth, I kind of backtracking. Those first two are okay. I think I can see him coming away with a goal contribution there. If he goes and scores against Fulham at home, there's a chance that people are like, dude, Matoma's going to be nice. He's finally, or he's taken off. But I just look at this run of fixtures and I just don't know if it's worth it. As far as just great players, he's someone to keep an eye on. I think there's that at some point in this season, people are going to say, get Matoma into my squad. He's going to be someone that's talked about highly. I just look at the fixtures and I kind of take everything back, take things back earlier, what I was saying. I just think there's some tough fixtures in here that I would just stay away from. City at home's tough. Tottenham at home, I mean, I don't necessarily trust Tottenham's defense all that much, like as much as the other big six. But it's still a tough opponent. Chelsea, Newcastle. We'll see what happens with United this year. It's just a tricky run of fixtures. It's not the best. It's not a run of fixtures that I would say get this guy in Bummels. But that's tough. Semenyo and Kluivert. Let's talk about them right quick. Man, I've been talking about these midfielders a lot. If you want to send me your team, send them to my Discord if you want. I think that's in the URL. I again made a league again this year. If you want to join the league code is in the description. Please join it if you want. I don't know what I'm going to do for the winter. Something's going to happen. We'll figure it out as we get going in the season. Or if I finally come up with a good idea for it. Semenyo and Kluivert. I obviously have Kluivert in my squad. You can see right here. He's picked. I love his game. He came on last season and just torched. 12 goals, 6 assists. He outperformed his expected goal involvement a little bit, but he's great, man. That's his game. Like, he started in 29 games out of the 38 last year, coming away with 12-6 in a Bournemouth squad. And he's only going to get better, in my opinion. I think this is the best budget pick, in my opinion. If you pick him, you're just going to have to be patient. Those first few game weeks, or the first game week, just tell yourself it's long-term. It's just like holding stock. It's a long-term investment. It's a long-term investment. Don't, if it goes down in game week 1, stay patient, keep riding. Because he's playing against Liverpool at Anfield, Liverpool at home to start the season is just a Mo Salah hat trick and a 6-1 defeat waiting to happen. You never know. That's a beautiful thing about football. Bournemouth might come away with a win. That's a beautiful thing. Could even be like 26 shots to Liverpool to 1 shot Bournemouth and Bournemouth win. But you look at that and say, okay, if they can survive Liverpool, if Kluivert can survive Liverpool, or Semenyo, I also think Semenyo is a really good player. Either one of those are good. I just personally prefer Kluivert, but Semenyo can absolutely play. That guy's a dog too. I want to look at his XG here in a second too. Just give me like 30 seconds. If he can survive Liverpool in game week 1, you're looking at Wolverhampton at home in game week 2. That's a great fixture. Tottenham away. Do I trust Tottenham's defense enough? Not really. He can easily come away with a goal there. I'm not saying I expect it, but he can. Brighton at home, like it. Newcastle at home, I think 3 is a good price. You never know with that. But then Leeds, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Nottingham. So really out of the first 9 game weeks, you're looking at one tough one, maybe a few other ones trickled in there that are going to be difficult. And what you want at the beginning of the season is just stability. Stability, stability, stability. You want someone who's going to stay in your squad because everything is going to be fickle. There's always someone that's going to come in and say, holy crap, how do we not get this guy into my squad earlier? You want guys that you want to be able to make those transfers and get that Teemu Pukki in right away versus a crap, I got to spend money because this guy's not starting. This guy's performing horribly. I got to take out these fires before I can even get these guys into my squad. Don't want that. Trust me, I've done it first few years. Especially the first year. I was terrible my first year. Always bad first time. I look at Semenyo. I watched his game. Like, when I would watch him last year, I'd be like, dude, this guy's nice. He's lovely on the ball. Gets in good positions. 11 goals, 7 assists. Outperformed his expected goal involvement. I expect that again because I do think he is that guy. I think he is a good player. That he would outperform expected goal involvement. He did the same thing the year before that. I expect it again for this next year. Same thing with him. Again, if I had to pick, and I did, I have Kluivert. I'm kind of rounding out the cheaper players. I don't know if there's anybody else. Gibbs White, yeah, sure. There's no one else that sticks out to me. Foden is same as always. Is he going to play? Is he going to play? If he does play, it's always an if with City assets, and it's always so annoying. Ugh. Madison, I think that's a good price for him at $7 million. Good player. Just don't trust it. Gordon actually is someone that if you want to take a crazy shot in the dark, I don't think it's that bad. Gakpo is Gakpo been starting for Liverpool? Are there any Liverpool fans here? Tough run of fixtures for Liverpool, actually, to start the season, but it's Liverpool. I don't care. I'm getting them. Gakpo, I think, is if you want to take a crazy shout, go for it. Did I miss Anderson? Sarr's another good shout. $5.5 million for Anderson, honestly, isn't that bad either. You're just probably looking at a defensive. I don't know. I need to watch more film on him. Actually, did well last year. Well enough last year for 5.5. Did well enough. I need that. There's some players that I just need to start looking into a little bit more. I got to be more prepared for these streams. I'll ask you, Steve. Why do you think Anderson? Why do you think Anderson here? Anderson Pack could go. Just kind of going through it else real quick. Sarr, I think, is a good price. I like his game. Crystal Palace has some good players. Rodrigo, dog, obviously. Mac 10, McAllister I like a lot, but not for FPL purposes. Doku at 6.5 is crazy. This guy is a beast. He's on a great squad. It's just, is he going to start or not? That's always a thing with City. Is he going to start or not? But you look at him at $6.5 million. Arsenal honestly, or City honestly don't even care who they're playing. You just kind of trust that they're going to score a lot. All right, I'm done with that. Send me your squad. If you want me to look at your squad, send me your squad onto my Twitter, which is up here. You don't got to follow me. Please don't feel forced to follow me. Or you can send it to Discord if you're on Discord. But Doku at 6.5 is crazy. That guy is so good with the ball at his feet. He's going to get into great positions to be able to supply some assists to Haaland. He's going to get in positions to get good shots on. Is he going to play? There's going to be a point in time, I'd imagine, where he's getting consistent minutes and everyone's just going to start throwing him in the squad. He's going to come away with a Hattie, and it's like, dude, he's a must-own, and then he's not going to get much minutes for the next couple matches. The Doku special. If you want me, let me check my Twitter to see if anyone sent anything on Twitter. Appreciate everyone showing up. There's my squeak for the video. Probably my second squeak. If you want me to send me your squads, screenshot it, send it to my Twitter, and I think I got one here. I got one. All right. Let's go here. And I realize I have not. I thought I just got one. Did I? Well, I thought I did. Hold on. I thought I did. I don't think my Twitter's updated it. Okay, I did. If you want me to look at your squad, send it to my Twitter. We'll pull it up. We'll talk about it. All right, you got Rodon. All right, cool. Let's talk about the squad. I'll ask my stream first. What do you guys think of the squad? Let me zoom out a little bit. What do you guys think of the squad? Is this a yay or nay? Out of 10, what would you rank this as? This is Steve's squad here. I'm gonna probably outlive my heroes. Come get with me. Man, I'm trying to be a better streamer. I don't know what makes a better streamer, but I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna be a better streamer. Looking at the squad. So let's start in the back. Sanchez, I think he's a good goalkeeper for where you're gonna get at that price range. I haven't put too much love into keepers right now because I just don't think they're that important to look at right now as far as like pecking order. But I think Sanchez is a good pick. Chelsea have a great run of fixtures. I'm probably going to wild card early like I usually do come game week 8 or so, probably around that range. Hopefully I can hold off for a long time. But if I wild card around that range, Sanchez is going to have you would imagine, a good enough start to the season that by that time, if I do need to move, I will. But good run of fixtures to start. Van Dijk, always a threat in goal or to score. Any set pieces they have, he's always a threat. Big body, great in the air. And with these new defensive points, I think he's going to get some good ones. And I don't know how it's going to work with the bonus system, but I imagine with these new points that you get for clearances for tackles, that's going to only add to the opportunity to get bonuses. I think he's a great pick. Fondefen is one of the fastest guys in the league. That dude can flat out run. I think that I honestly think with his ability in the back line, his quickness, his positioning, I think he's going to get a good amount of defensive returns, all things considered. And at 4.5 mil, I do honestly like him a lot. I think he's a good pick at 4.5. Murillo, good pick. I think I saw someone the other day that had like triple Nottingham, but I like the Murillo pick. To the middies. Overall, just quick look, I like this team a lot. Anderson, again, we just talked about Anderson a little bit ago. I need to look into him a little bit more. Shout out Anderson Pack. Yes, Lord! Rogers, great pick. 7 mil. He balled out last year at a crazy price range. I think he's going to be good again to have in your squad, even at 7 mil. He's just only going to get better. Kudus, I haven't seen him play enough in Tottenham's preseason. He was good last year. I liked him a lot. He's going to a Tottenham team that I think is going to be improved from last year. They better be improved from last year. No offense. But they should be better this year. You imagine they would be. Looks like he's going to be a good pick. Very popular pick right now. Having Salah and Palmer in your team is great. I personally have Saka because I like Saka a little bit more than I like Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer had a point last year where he kind of got into a dry spell as far as attacking returns goes. I think a lot of that, talking to my Chelsea fans, that it just seemed like the opposing team's game plan was just let someone else beat us. It's really hard in football to do that versus other sports, but they found a way to just say, hey, there's not many other players in Chelsea that can score. Cole Palmer, it ain't going to be you. And so they found a way to kind of double team him. On his bench is, there you go. Verbruggen. I don't know. I'm terrible with, it looks like a Belgian name. I'm terrible with it. Mayenda, Renildo, and Rodan. That's his bench. Cool. I personally like Saka better because I think he's better for attacking returns. But again, Cole Palmer this year, I think with the additions they've made, another year trying to getting things figured out, I think he'll be a little bit better. Obviously, he's on pens and he's great at pens. I'm okay with that pick. Solid the GOAT FPL. Even at 14.5 mil, it just seems like a pick. You have to. He's just, Mo Salah's the king. He is the greatest FPL asset of all time. Solanke up top, I like. Great year for Bournemouth 2 years ago. Came into Tottenham, got hurt. A little unfortunate. I think if he stays healthy this year, he's going to have a great year. I like Solanke at that price range too. Gyökeres, I like a lot. Arsenal going to score more goals this year. Having an actual, that sounds kind of messed up. Having a bona fide score up top is only going to help Arsenal. It's going to help Arsenal so much. If he can come away with even half the attacking returns he did last year in another league, I think he's going to be great this year. What do you have? 60 last year goal contributions, club and country. But this to me is a. I honestly, I don't think I would even touch this squad moving forward. I think it's a great looking squad. I think I would just hold on to that. Maybe see what other news happens. If there's anybody else you want to add to your squad, I think this is a. I'm not gonna touch it. Solid team. Solid team. I like it a lot, man. There. I don't know how much else to say. Like there are changes that I would make, of course, because it's not my team, but that's not my game, or that's not your game, that's not your team. I like this team a lot. This is a team that I'd probably solidify and just keep your eye on the radar, keep your eye on the Twitter, onto the news to see if there's any injuries happening, if there's any change in, I want to say tactics, because it's kind of late into the preseason to be changing tactics. But if there's any other transfers that are being made, like, okay, maybe I should get this guy into my squad instead of X guy, right? But overall, I think this is a great squad. This is a squad I just let ride into the sunset in game week 1. No problems, no notes. Anybody in the chat have anything to say to this team before I move on? Because I think this is a great squad. Thank you for sending this. If you want me to talk about your squad, send it to my Twitter up here or to my Discord if you're on it. If you want to join my league, it's in the description. Great squad. Great squad. Thank you for sharing that, by the way. I appreciate that. And my eye is itching. Oh, boy. Here we go. Yeah. Great squad, man. I like it a lot. Big fan. All right. Any other teams you want me to look at? How long have I been streaming now for? What's up? What's up, Dan? Oh, okay. I'm getting my lungs back. Remember when I used to do this for 3 hours back in the day? How did I do that? I missed the young voice there. All right, let's look at this a little bit more here. Who should we talk about next? Should I change my squad or should we go over to the best forwards? Let's go over the best forward options here. If you want me to talk about your squad, please send them in. And we'll talk about it. Talk about it here. I got my phone on me a little bit. And Steve, thank you again for sending your team. It looks like Steve also sent me a squad right now. Woo! Another Steve sending me a squad. And Steve, man, this guy can absolutely play FPL, dude. Let's talk about this one here. Sarr on the bench, Kelleher on the bench, De Kuiper on the bench, Wan-Bissaka on the bench. All right, here we go. A little bit of cash on the bench. I like it. All right. For Brian on the bench or on as your keeper, Brian keeper I kind of like. I do like that keeper. I'm gonna go up to your attackers here, so I can make it a little bit bigger on the screen. All right, this is Steve's squad. I'm pulling up here. We're going to check it out, see what it looks like, see what we thought. Any initial thoughts from the chat? Anything you guys would change? Bench boost game week 1. Woo! Going back to the other Steve. Bench boost game week 1. I like that, man. Get the season started hot. Get that green arrow. Let this thing ride, man. I personally like to save my chips for later. But, dude, a bench boost game week 1. Start the season hot, get going. I like that, man. I like that call a lot. A lot. All right, so this is other Steve's. Going back to Steve C. Is there anybody in our team you're not sure on that you're thinking about, you're on the fence about, am I going to have this guy in my squad or not? Let me know and we'll go back to your squad too. All right, so the other Steve. Thanks for everyone for showing up, by the way. Appreciate y'all. I just like to talk about FPL, and I'm glad y'all are here so I can talk about FPL instead of I don't know what I would be doing right now. All right, looking at the squad here. Van Dijk and Van de Ven, I talked about a lot. I like them a lot. Great picks. Having that Nottingham Forest defender, whether it's Murillo or Milinkovic, I do like a lot. Also, bench boost here too. Dude, is bench boost game week 1 a popular thing? This is his bench boost, by the way. Is game week 1 bench boost a popular thing? Are a lot of people going to do it? I like it, man. Or is it just a couple Steves on the stream? I like that idea a lot, man. Oh. All right, here we go. Let the season begin. Letting it ride. Man, I love it. Going up with a green arrow. I guess you can't really get a green arrow to start the season, but starting off with a great game week 1 ranking. Ooh, yes, Lord. All right. I like your back line a lot. Set. I don't know if I would touch it. A couple of players that probably like, oh, is this 6 mil better than this 6 mil, 4.5? It's so up in the air. It's just going to be a toss-up. I like this a lot. Kudos and interior bench are still up in the air. Oh, look at this again. Yeah. And you got Wan-Bissaka on the bench, too. Wan-Bissaka's playing Sunderland. Yeah, Sunderland in game week 1. That's a good bench boost. And so your thought right now... that's the other Steve. Up in the air. I do like it, man. Going to Steve Sedman here. This squad, Mo Salah, Palmer again. It seems to be a popular pick right now I'm looking at. Salah and Palmer. Chelsea have a great run of fixtures here. If you want to send me your team, send them to Twitter. Send them to... It's up here. You don't got to follow me to send it to my Twitter. Mo Salah and Palmer seems like a very big duo I'm seeing right now. And I do like it a lot. I think it's a good pick. I talked about Palmer a little bit earlier, about 5-10 minutes ago on another Steve's ranking. I like Palmer's game is great. I think Chelsea are going to be a little bit better attacking this wise. I think Palmer's going to have a little bit more room to breathe and a little bit more freedom here on the open field. And I think that's only going to be great for his game. I'm plugging my phone here because it's almost dead. I think it's going to be great for his game. I think he's going to have a better year this year than he did last year, even though he had a good year last year. What was his... Let me check out what he had last year. Let me go back. Let me change this. I'll be right back to that team. I just didn't want to see... I want to see what Cole Palmer, his return was last year. It's crazy that he had a down year because he kind of... Well, at the end of the year, he kind of did. But he still had 214 points last year. Even though I think he got cold near the end of the year. A little bit underperformed his expected goal involvement right there with the expected assist. Not bad, man. All right, Declan Rice. Declan Rice is an interesting one for me because I talked about him a little bit earlier. I don't know what his goal contribution was. I expect it to be a little bit better with a better attacking squad this year. With Saka healthy, with the actual strike... Well, I won't say an actual striker. I feel like it's a bit offensive to Kai Havertz. But a better striker up top, a better clinical striker. I think he's going to get more assists than last year. He'll probably come away with a few goals, especially something in the air off a corner. Defensive returns, I think he's going to be good at. I'm just going elsewhere, but I have no problem with the pick. No problem with the pick. Rodgers is a great pick. Dude balled out last year. He's going to be good again this year. He's only like 7 mil. I think that's a great pick. Do I think Saka's still on pens? I think so. I haven't heard anything different. I can look it up. I'll look it up on Twitter next time, or I might look it up on Twitter here in a second to see what Arsenal fans are saying. But as of right now, I do think he's still on pens. Even if he's not on pens, I still like his game a lot. I still think he's someone that I would have. He's just so good on that right side. He's so good at getting into the box, getting shots on goal. He's so good with that left foot. He's so good at finding ways to create chances. Even off pens, I still think he's a good pick. He's just so consistent week in, week out. All right, going to this front line here. Lee, I'll check out your team here in a second. Right after this, I'm going to check out your squad. Last season, Cole Palmer only got 51 points in the last 17 games. That's a stat right there. I like that stat a lot. What is that? That's about 3 points a game. Oh, that's dead on 3 points a game. 3 points a game for someone as good as Cole Palmer is crazy. The crazy thing, too, is he came away with 211 points, and the last half of the season, he averaged 3 a game. So he had 160 essentially for the first 21 into 161 is about 8 a game, 7 a game. So he had 7 a game to start the season. Crazy. Incredible performance. And then he really tailed off at the end. I'm expecting it to be more like the beginning of the season this year, but I wouldn't be... Well, I'm going with Saka, personally. All right, Joao Pedro, highly, highly selected. He's a great reason why I think Palmer's going to be better this year. I don't know if I'm going to have him in my squad. I need to watch a little bit more preseason and dive into it a little bit deeper before I put him in my squad. He's a very bubble pick for me. If he scores and I don't have him on my squad, oh boy. But I like his game last year. On Chelsea, I think Cole Palmer is going to do a lot of good things for him moving forward. I think his Chelsea team's going to be better going forward. I just don't know. I like the pick. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on my end right now. I'm not sure on my end if I would have him in my squad. I get it. I get having him in my team. I had him for a while. Great pick. Solanke, I think he's a great pick. And Chris Wood, he destroyed me last year. He absolutely destroyed me. Last year, I just got so stubborn. I'm like, I'm not putting him in my squad. Surely he can't keep getting away with this. And he did week after week after week. He's a good pick. I think I'm just being stubborn not having him in my squad right now. But Chris Wood is a great pick. Overall, I like this team. I think this team's phenomenal. My only thing that I would change personally, again, I always say take this with a grain of salt because, Steve, you're a way better FPL player than me for sure. And it's your team, it's your squad, you know what you're doing, you know what you want to get in your squad. I just personally wouldn't have Declan Rice in my FPL squad, but watch me really eat those words come game week 1, 2, 3. But this is a squad I'm looking for. This is what I'm talking about. When you're starting the season, you just want a team full of guys who are not going to that you're not going to have to put a fire out with, right? You want stability in case someone else does great. You can either make that move to, I'm going to go back to Teemu Pukki because he was so good a few years ago. Back to that Teemu Pukki who's balling out, get him into your squad instead of saying, crap, I really want him, but I got to put out this fire in my squad. This guy isn't starting as much as I think he is. I got to really fix this, and now you're just falling behind that way. This squad to me is a great squad. Steve, I don't know if I would change. The only thing I would personally change is Declan Rice, but I get why you have him in your squad. I got no problems with you having him in it. And actually, someone I want to look into more moving forward. I'm going to look into that a little bit more. I'm only picking out a FOMO. It's because of price point. Yeah, the other good thing about having Cole Palmer in there is if you want to move around to another midfield, or even like move around to Isak up top if he does go to Liverpool and he's balling out, it's not the hardest switch over. He's like, what is Cole Palmer, like 10.5? Saka's 10. And so it's a really quick flip. The best thing about this, talking about the squad a little bit more before I go to Lee Fisher's here. I think the best thing about this is I'm looking at price ranges everywhere. And he did a really good job not being too heavy somewhere. Another thing of having that stability. You did a really good job making it so if someone's doing well, you don't have to make 2 transfers to get somebody in, right? You have a 6.5 there, 7 mil, 10.5. Obviously, Mo Salah's crazy expensive. 7.5 mil for Solanke. I think Joao Pedro's around that 7 price too. 6 mil defender and Virgil, 4.5, 5. I think 5. I can't remember how much Milinkovic is for. But the price range is so evenly distributed that you don't have to take a -4 to put out a fire moving forward. Another huge thing with FPL moving forward is that not having 3 premium assets, and then when your 6.5, 6 mil isn't doing well, it's like, oh, dude, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get anybody else in. I'm priced out. The price range here is a great work here. And that's something that needs to be talked about in FPL more, at least by me. The stability with guys, they're all a bunch of guys in their squad. Obviously, Joao Pedro hasn't proved it yet at Chelsea, but he's proved it in the Prem. Everyone here is just set in their squad. I like this team a lot. Great work. Great work. What am I missing here? You know, he is a fun pick. You look at Gyökeres right now. Solanke might not be fit. I did not hear that. Oh, boy. If you want me to talk about your squad, send it to Twitter. I do not... let me see if I see her on here on Twitter here. I don't see... Oh, I got a ton of stuff in my... Well, that's a good thing. It's not here. I just went through my message requests. A lot of bots out there, if you know what I'm saying. Now, I do not see your team on Twitter, but I'm going to look it up here on my phone here, see if I can find it first. Lee, I don't see your... Apologies for this dead air real quick. Lee, I don't see your team on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull up your team. Did you post it to your actual page itself, or did you post it to... Because I don't see it on my... on my messages or on my inbox. If you want me to talk about your team, send it to my Twitter up here. Again, you don't have to follow me. I'm not even active on Twitter. I just like using it for these purposes and to kind of Kendrick it and just look around. He is a fun pick, though. Because you look at... Go back to my squad real quick. I don't like my squad. I'm going to go back to Steve. I got to change my squad up. I'm going to change my squad here in a little bit. But he's a fun pick. Because you look at Arsenal last year and they're like, dude, they're really good in the midfield. They got great wings. And you would think like, okay, well, you get a striker up there who can score. All he's got to do is just be in a good position and be clinical. And he can be that guy. So it's a fun pick just thinking about what he can do for this Arsenal squad who is with Saka healthy and hopefully Eze, please, that he's going to come away with some great returns. And at 9 mil, if he is consistently putting in attacking returns, that's a great price range for someone on a great squad, right? I don't see it right now, Lee Fisher. Let me see. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to say nothing. All right, let's go back to my Twitter here. Remind me where you from. Oh, I see Blazies. I'm going to pull up Blazies right now on the Twitter because I don't see yours right now. Lee Fisher, can you please send it, or can you send it to 17 to FBL down reply? Oh, you replied to my post. Okay, let me check it out here. Sorry for this dead air. I'm not really good at multitasking for sure. Ain't that the truth? Reply to my post. I only see Blazy's response. Let me check here. Man, I have it. My last tweet was actually about why was I tweeting about NFL on here? My last tweet was from 2 years ago. That's crazy. Well, I'm back. I'm back in the FPL game. All right. Let's go. Sean, you're tripping out right now. Remind me where I know you from. All right, we're going to go to this squad right here. All right. Blazy's here. Sweet. All right, pulling this up. A little bit blurry, but that's all right. We can live with it. All right. Donder, I'll look yours up here in a second. Give me a couple minutes, and I'll definitely do that as quick as I can. So I need to pull this up too. All right, so look at the squad. Cucurella. This is the first Cucurella sighting I've seen. I do like a Cucurella. I do like the Cucurella pick because he is on a Chelsea team again. They have a great run of fixtures to start the season off. A great run of fixtures to start the season. This team seems to be doing well. Obviously, they just won the Club World Cup, so you're thinking, okay, here we go, right? You're looking at how he's good at getting at tackling, right? I don't know if it's because they attacked him a little bit more on that left side last year, but he's a good defender as far as tackling goes. He gets up the pitch. He obviously scored a few at the end of last year. He's got a good left foot on him. He's really good at weaving in and out with a little bit of help from his teammates as far as like in and outs go. Give and go, so I like him a lot. I see a team as a message too. Okay, I'll check it out here. And so I like him as far as getting attacking returns. So you look at attacking returns, potential clean sheets there, although I'm still iffy on Chelsea's defense. And so you look at that and you go, okay, attacking returns, potential defensive point return, clean sheet potential, and then on top of that, bonuses. You're looking at potential double-digit points from Cucurella. And he is an absolute workhorse on this team. This dude, as a Barcelona fan, I've watched him for a long time. This dude just absolutely just has a work engine. He just sends it all the time. Tracking, attacking. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Tracking and attacking all the time. Really good with his left foot. I think he is a great option at that 6 mil. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in my squad at some point. I do like his game a lot. I think he's going to be good. Adingra, yeah, that is one that I looked at immediately and said, I don't know if I would have him in my squad. 5.5 mil. Didn't get the most attacking returns last year. Someone that if you think he's a dark horse and you're like, hey, he's gonna start the season hot, run it. Play your game. I don't want to. I try not to convince anybody to play template and to play what my game is, to play what Let's Talk FPL game is, what FPL Harry, who I think is the GOAT, what his game is. Play your game. They're both great, by the way. That was no shot. I'm just saying I don't want you to just say this is what their squad is, this is what they're doing, so that's what I'm going to do, right? Play your game, play who you think is going to be good, and let it ride, man. Because if there's always times you're looking at Adingra, right, and you're saying, oh, well, other people might say, hey, why do you have him in your squad? Then he gets hot, and now by game week 2, everyone's like, I want him in my squad, right? And now you just got, that sounded really weird. Now you just got a great start to the season. You're getting good cash rises off of him. I personally won't have him in my squad. I'll look more into him for next stream so I could dive into a little bit more. But it's not someone that I think I would have in my team, right? I'm not 100% on him, but I like the fact he's gone to another club to get more minutes. That is nice. That is nice, right? Because I don't know how many minutes he had last. Let me see what he had last year. He started 12 games. He had essentially 5 attacking returns, right there on his expected goal involvement. If you triple that, he'd have 6 goals. But he is on Sunderland now. Yeah, honestly, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. That's good. Rogers, I talked about a lot. Great pick. Salah and Palmer, I'm seeing that combination pretty much every time right now with people's drafts. I do like that a lot. I'm personally Team Saka, but I do like that a lot. Attacking, we've talked about those players already too. Those attacking players are great. I think where your team shines is Kukurea. I think that's a great pick. Everyone else is solidified. You have the same thing I talked about earlier where it doesn't seem like, you never know how the season starts, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of fires to start the season. So it looks like the stability I like a lot. Adingra, I think he could come out and just... I need to look more into him. If he does great, man, we're going to look back in this and say, tip my hat, what a call. What a call. Wood, I won't have on my team. I'm just being very stubborn, and I stand by that. I need to stop being so stubborn. It's not good in FPL to be this stubborn, but I have someone else. I probably won't have him to start the team. But I like this team a lot. Again, just to me, the only thing I would personally look at is just, what the heck is happening? Sorry. The only thing I'll look at is just a dinger. I don't know if he's going to be that good. Ooh. Fulkrug, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at him right now. West Ham, yeah. I'm not sure. He's gone under my radar. I haven't dove into him a little bit more. That's another one I'll add to the list of players to look up for next stream so I could dive into a little bit more. But I'm not sure right now. Overall, this is a good team. I like it. I like your team. I think I got another one here. Did I get another one? Blazy, good team. I like it. I don't have any others. I saw... Let's see here. I know I missed a couple things in my chat here. I say you team as a message too. I don't see it here in my message. On my messages here. Can you send it again here? I don't want to see message requests. That's a recipe for disaster, putting my message request there. I just looked at it a little bit ago. Yeah, I don't see it in here in my messages. I don't know if you sent it to the right. I know there's a couple FPL Dons. Oh, it is under there. It's just under my message requests. All right, these are... I don't know why it's not showing me my message requests here. What the heck? I saw it on my phone under message requests. I don't see anything here under message requests. Oh, get out of here, Chano, you idiot. Yeah, can you just like send it to? Can you respond to like one of my last tweets? Not like one I reposted, but like one of my actual ones because it's on. I have. Let me see if I can send a picture of it and send it to myself because I have it under my message request, but it won't let me see my message request on my phone or on my Twitter here. I'm gonna send a screenshot of it to my email. I don't want you guys seeing my email though. Can you, if you could send it to my, or like respond to my Twitter, that'd be perfect. I'm looking at it right now on my phone, and I actually really like it. This is a very good squad. Tarkovsky is the first time I've seen him. Marmouche, I think, is a great pick. I like that a lot. Ooh, and it's been over 12 hours, and she still hasn't texted me back yet. RIP. Thanks everyone for showing up, by the way. If you like this stream, feel free to like. No, I'm not going to say that. I hate saying that. But I appreciate y'all. Ooh, let's see. If you want to send your team, my Twitter's here. You don't got to follow me. Just send it to my Twitter, and I'll put it up here. I have a FPL league I just made. It's in the description. All right, you replied? All right, cool. Let's check it out. Why is my Twitter acting up right now? There we go. Let me check here. Show me your latest tweet. My latest tweet would be... Oh, boy. What would be my latest tweet? You can do it to my pinned one. My pinned one from 3 years ago. On spring break, streaming every day. Shout out Jalen Johnson, the best corner in the league, in the NFL. Or I could do... Wow. City didn't win a Premier League match for over a month 2 years ago. Yeah, just send it to my pinned tweet. If you can send it to my pinned tweet, I'll check it out. I'll see it. I'm trying to save $1 million to maybe get... Yeah, I like that. Wood was good to me last season. He came out and had a felony youth year. He came out and said, "Hold my beer, watch this," and absolutely torched last season. This isn't my squad, by the way. I was just tinkering around. I don't like this squad. There's a few things I need to change. It's just what I'm at right now. I haven't checked it out yet. All right, KB. Sanchez, Udogie, I like that a lot so far. Wan-Bissaka, the highest selected player in fantasy in FPL right now. Fondafen, I've talked about a lot. I like his game. Dude's so freaking fast. Konsa, yeah. Salah and Palmer. Everybody's got Salah and Palmer right now. Am I missing out? I got Salah and Saka. But everybody else seems to have Salah and Palmer, which is a great pick. I got nothing against that. Wait, you got Salah, Palmer, and Saka. Woo! How'd you afford that? You got 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 in the back. That's part of it. Wirtz, good pick. First time I've seen Wirtz right now. Gyökeres, yep. Pedro, that's a good team. You're going light at the back. You're going the anti-Doja Cat, light at the back instead of big at the back, you know what I'm saying? Very interesting pick. All right, you did send it to here. I'm not going to subscribe to Twitter. Get that out of here. God to play the lead in my biopic. There we go. Got it. Yeah. I do like that team. Oh, what happened to my Twitter? There it is. POV kilos in my back. Probable spam. Might be under probable spam. Oh, Lee Fisher. I finally have it. Crap, it had it marked as probable spam. Lee Fisher, I'm going to talk about you because, Dondor, I'll get to you in a second. Lee Fisher sent this a while ago, and it just wasn't showing up, and I feel really bad. I got to get to that real quick. Strand Larson, Wan-Bissaka, and Fondafen on your bench. Are you bench boosting to start the season? That's a lot of money on the bench and a lot of guys who are good on the bench. So if you're bench boosting to start, I like this. If not, I like saving a little bit of cash and spreading the love out a little bit more. Frankie Munoz, right there. Shout out Frankie Munoz. Dude, I love Jared Bowen. I just don't know if he's the one I want in my squad. I love Jared Bowen, though. That dude can play. I've said that for years. I like his game a lot. All right, look at this team real quick. A lot of new faces I'm seeing. Breaking the template. I like it. I like breaking the template. Sells in goal. Great pick. Everybody else here, I'm looking at this and saying, huh. Nottingham Forest defender and Verge. I like those. Munoz, like Crystal Palace. All right. Even though they have a tough run of fixtures. Yeah, sorry, Lee, it took me so long, man. Yeah, bench boost early. I mean, if you're bench boosting early, it's a good squad. If you look at his bench right here, a lot of good players on that bench. A lot of good players on that bench. Chat, what do you guys think of this squad? What do you rank this as? What would you do? What would you change? What would you look at? Let us know. Right? I'll look at this. And Verts, I think, is a great player. I don't know what his attacking return is going to look like on this team. I'm going to look. Let me see what he had last year. Obviously, new team, duh. But let me see what his overall expected goal involvement is. Year in, year out. 8.5 mil is a lot. But there are a lot of players at that price range too. So if you have an 8.5 mil there, I'm trying to go to FBref on my phone. Because that's where I get all my stats from. But I don't want to leave this page here. Come get with me. Yeah, the 8.5. In case like Bruno Fernandes starts popping off, you can switch. If Son in his last year starts popping off, you can switch. The flexibility that adds. Obviously a big thing to look at is you don't have a Saka or Palmer, which a lot of people seem to be having. I think it's the first non-Solace Palmer draft I've seen. So I look at this and go, okay, well, this is a... I mean, if you're not captaining him, you're okay, right? But there's definitely something to note. He averaged 0.4 expected goals last year. Okay, not bad. I like that. And then non-penalty expected goals, 0.2. So he outperformed his expected goals last year. Good shots. I'm looking at his stats. He's still 22 years old, something like that. Great player for Leverkusen, obviously. I just don't know how much attacking returns he's going to get. It's still up in the air for me. And so for that risk alone, I just don't have him in my squad because until I can see how he goes moving forward, I'm iffy. Going to Marmoush, I do like that pick. Marmoush looked great last year. If he can, classic City right here. If he stays consistently starting in the City squad, Marmoush is a guy you're going to have in your team. Let's see. Just Newcastle, I'll check out your team here in a second too. Yeah, 3 Liverpool players. I like it though. Again, Verts, I'm just iffy on. I don't know. Rodgers, we talked about, great pick. First time. Anderson, I told you guys earlier. I just need to dive in a little bit deeper than that. And Dye, I don't know. I think there are better options out there for me. That's someone that I would look into a little bit deeper. I don't even know how much he costs or how much does he cost here? Because I don't know what other price ranges you can get around there. 6.5 mil. I think there's probably better 6.5 mils out there personally. Although I get it. For me, I think I would go a different route. But again, you look at Leeds first game, Brighton second game, Wolverhampton third. He did good last year as far as 9 goals, outperforming his expected goal involvement last year. He's probably going to get more love, he's going to get more love and playing time. Everton, I'm not downing it. I think it's a good rogue pick. If you're looking at someone who could help get you a really good attacking or a really good rank to start the season, he could be one with those fixtures that looks really good. I would personally look elsewhere. That's me. That's my game. You play your game. That's just my thoughts, right? I don't trust Pep Roulette at all, ever. Never have, never will. Except for Holland and probably like Vardy. Even like Ait Nouri, I'm iffy on my squad that I have right now. Yeah, I do like changing him to Kudos personally. That's what I would do, but I get it. But the thing too is if he comes out and he plays really well in those first few games because of the good fixtures they have, boom, taken off. If not, maybe I do move him back a little bit too, or I move laterally to those other guys. I'm gonna need a cough drop after today. Mateta, I do like Mateta. I think he's a good player. I just don't know how consistent he is or how many. It's just his consistency I question. As far as attacking return goes, I do like this Crystal Palace team though, man. And I do like Mateta. He had runs of stretches last year where I think he played really well. But I look at his first few fixtures. He got Chelsea away, Nottingham Forest at home, which I think is still a tough fixture. Aston Villa after that. And then you have a couple good ones in Sunderland and West Ham, but then you're back to Liverpool. And so I look at his fixtures and I go, do I want Mateta in my squad? He's someone that's going to come away with, I'd probably imagine he comes away with like 15 goals next year, somewhere around that range, which is great, right? Especially at his price range. That's a great return for someone in that range. It's just the fixtures to start the season. It's just hard for me to go, right? Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Now that you're talking about it, I told you I need to do a little bit more research on him, but if he's on pens and those defensive points too, the DEFCON, maybe you're onto something. Is there a chart? I seen one on Twitter, but I don't remember who sent it. Is there a chart of somewhere that has, if there was attacking returns, these players would have gotten this X amount of points? I know I forgot who did it, and I want to give them the love they deserve too, but I want to pull it up. Watkins needs to be picked more. This guy can ball. He's on I think he has a good run of fixtures to start the season too, if I'm not mistaken. Ollie Watkins really started figuring it out. Like, he's gotten really clinical these last couple years. I like him a lot, especially I think he's like 8 mil, something like that. It's a good price range. And if he doesn't do well to start the season, you can definitely just pivot laterally or even go a little bit cheaper because there's a good amount of strikers around the 8, 7.5 price range that you could just whoop. My best Chris. You guys, I don't know if you guys know Chris Berman, but I like that. This team is good. I do like it. If you're bench boosting earlier, I think it's even better because of the players you have on your bench. If you're not going to bench boost early, I would just save some of that cash, spread the love a little bit around, and upgrade. Either try to upgrade Wirtz to Saka. This is what I would do. Play your game. If you think Ndiaye is going to come out and just ball at the start of the season, keep him, right? I don't want you to play my game. I want you to play your game. But this is what I would think about. Saving a little bit of cash, spreading some love, upgrading Ndiaye to, I don't know, there's some good 7.5, 7 mil midfielders out there. I'd upgrade him to. Wirtz, I would try to see if I can upgrade him a little bit too. And Mateta is just run of fixtures is just not the greatest, but he's going to be good this year. He always is. I expect him to get 15 goals this year. Good. It's a good pick. I like it. All right. Appreciate you sending me your team. Moving on to Donda here. Tarkowski, Beto. All right. Tarkowski is the first time I've seen him, and I do like that pick for your bench here. Oh, I'm really going to need a cough drop. Woo! I forgot how hard it is just to talk this time. Streaming really is harder than... I'm just kidding. It's not harder than 95. That's crazy. Problem with Watkins, you can end up at another club. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know where he's linked at right now, but I did see that he is linked to go to another team. I don't know what club that he is mentioned with right now. Let me see if I can find it right now. I don't know. Let me see if I can find any news on where he's going to go. I don't know where else needs a striker that's a top 6 team. So if they're going to sell him or get rid of him or someone wants him, I just don't know where he would go. I think United needs a striker. I don't think Højlund's the answer there. But obviously City have their attacker. Tottenham have their striker. Liverpool got their striker. Arsenal have their striker. Chelsea got a striker. And so they can sign him and bring in depth because who doesn't want better depth on their team? But as far as like upgrading and going to I don't want to say upgrading because Aston Villa are freaking great, but going to like a bigger club, I just don't know if there's someone out there that he's linked to. Newcastle, of course, yeah. Why did I forget about Newcastle? Newcastle obviously losing Isak. He could go to. I know Newcastle are holding strong and demanding more money, but. Newcastle and United both look like good options. And if they go to there, I think I'd want them even more. Even though I do like Aston Villa, and I like their midfielders, I like their attacking. All right, looking at this team, Marmoush. Okay, strikers we talked about a lot. Good strikers. I've said my piece about Joao Pedro, but I like it. Saka, Saka and Palmer. So you're going a no solid draft. Whoop! First, whoop, whoop, whoop. First no solid draft we've seen so far here. First no solid draft. If you're gonna get no solid, you're gonna have to get Saka. Actually, you know what? Now that I've talked about it, I haven't seen Haaland at all in any of these drafts. Does anybody have a Haaland draft? I haven't seen him at all, and he always starts the year with a Hattie to start the season every year. But yet, I'm not seeing him anywhere. Does anybody have a team with Erling Haaland in their squad? I did not think I would see the day where he wouldn't be in everyone's squad. Wow. It just dawned on me. That's crazy. All right, dawned on me. Donda. All right, Final Fantasy Gabriel. First time I see Gabriel, I think it's a great pick. Arsenal have a tough run of fixtures, but their defense is so good. Their team is so good. They'll probably come away with a couple clean sheets in those games. Come away with a probably potential DEFCON points here, right? At least we're calling it DEFCON. I like that a lot. Gabriel's going to come away with some of those. I've talked about the other two there a lot. Wan-Bissaka is great at tackling for sure. We've seen that a lot in his Crystal Palace days, his United days. The thing with him was always he can't get attacking returns. That's why people didn't have him in FPL. Now that you can get penalties or points for tackling, he's a good pick, especially at 4.5. Kudus, I like. I have personally, again, I talked about him earlier, but I haven't seen him enough in the preseason for me to warrant putting him in my squad. He's one of the highest selected players in FPL, so I get why you have him. He was great last year. Going to a Tottenham team, I think he'll be great there too. I just haven't seen it for me to put him in my squad. And I try not to put anybody in my squad that I haven't either dove deep into or watched play multiple times, or at least once, right? In their respective squad. And so I'm kind of holding off of there a little bit. The only thing I look at here that I would say, I talked about Wirtz a little bit earlier, where I just don't know how many attacking returns he's going to get. He's a great player. He's going to be great for Liverpool. It's just how much attacking returns is he going to get in this squad is my only question. Marmoush, if he can play, he's a great pick. If he can play consistently in this City squad, you look at him at 8 mil or something like that, and it's a great pick. It's just pep roulette. It's just pep roulette. Like, Marmoush might not even be the most selected or highest scoring midfielder too. If Doku gets good playing time, you're like, oh, well, Doku's going to be balling out at 6.5. I'd rather have him at 6.5. But Marmoush is someone I'm definitely tempted with. And if he starts the season, especially against Wolverhampton, if he starts the season, ranking's going to go crazy. And everyone's going to want him in the squad. I just don't trust pep roulette outside of Haaland or defenders. Even defenders are hard to trust. But look at this team. I do like this team. Again, my only piece is you don't have Salah in your squad, and he is the greatest FPL asset of all time. But if you're going to captain between Saka and Palmer, and obviously, I don't know if you've already made a captaincy decision there, but the no solid draft worries me. Even though I've played around with it on my squad, it just worries me a little bit not having him in my squad because he's just that good of a player, especially at home or if he's at home to start the season. We all know how he does in those. But good squad. Marmoush is my only I don't know, but hey man, if he does well, I like it a lot. Appreciate that. Appreciate you sending me that, by the way. Let me see if I have anything else here. Anybody else's team? I do like that team a lot. Thank you all for sending your team. If you want to send your team, send it to my Twitter. It's up there. It's up there. And we'll talk about it. But a good team. A good team. Yeah, City's fixtures are tough to start the season. But again, it is City. Like, they're just a good team. I hate that it doesn't show me all their fixtures if I click on them here. Wolverhampton, Tottenham, and Brighton. I think they come away with... they're going to come away with wins most likely in all of those. Although Tottenham always give them a good run. Especially Son. And Son's last season makes me so sad. Send your... I'll do one last thing. If you want to send your team, Twitter's up there. I'll talk about it like I have a little bit. If you want to join my Discord, I think it's here too. I don't know if I put it in the description. But if you want to join my league is also in the description. And I appreciate you showing up to the stream. Let's talk about FPL, baby. Let's go dive into your teams a little bit more. Donder, you're welcome. Hopefully I answered your question. If you have any other questions of people that I've talked about your team already here, just ask away again, and let's talk about it again. And then obviously if you're enjoying the stream, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I hate asking that. Ugh, it makes me sick. Why do I keep doing that then? I don't even want to talk about it. All right, I'm going to go, while I wait for other people to send me their team, I'm going to go back to my team and fix it a little bit. I thought Son was leaving at the end of last year. Or at the end of the year. Because he's going to LAFC. Shout out my hometown. Although I'm a LA Galaxy fan, though. But I thought Son was staying, or this is his last season. Like, it's his goodbye season for Tottenham, and then he's going to LAFC. I thought that's what I saw. I'm running out of water, man. Do I got a cough drop in here? I do not. Oh, boy. Ah! All right. I need to fix my team a little bit here. Because I have a team that I'm not 100% sure on. Cliver as a Saka Sala. I like the midfield a lot here. I don't like Udogi there. I like Wan-Bissaka and Ait Nuri. I feel like I got to get rid of Bowen here. Although let me see what forwards we got here. If you want to send me your team, to my Twitter. Until then, I'm just going to fix up my squad, and we're going to talk about a couple things here. If you want to talk about anything, too, just throw it in the chat. Let's talk about it, man. I always let the chat run the conversation. He did a farewell game today against Newcastle. No way. Wait, is Son leaving now? I thought it was the end of the year. Son, Spurs. I thought he was leaving at the end of the year. Oh, no. Oh, crap. I thought he was... No, I don't have it in me to watch this either. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Well, it might have just been because he was in... Wait a minute. Can someone please help me out? Oh, no. No way he's leaving. Oh. Oh, no. I think when I read he was leaving the summer, I thought it would be next summer. No. No way. Wow. Not to bring the vibe of the stream down at all, which I definitely did. Oh. Wow. I assumed this was his last year. He was doing like a farewell tour. Oh, my camera's getting hot. I might need to switch to my webcam too. I thought it was like a farewell tour that he's going to have. I didn't think he was leaving now. Dude, he's... He's one of my favorite Premier League players of all time. I'm going to give a little bit of love to Son real quick. Son is one of my favorite players of all time, let alone Prem or not. Watching him play has been an absolute pleasure my whole life. Not my whole life, but he's been playing for Spurs for such a long time. And being able to watch him play for this team and then just give everything he has to this team, it's just been so awesome to watch. He's had chances to go to other clubs, and he just always stayed loyal to Tottenham, gave everything he had to win that trophy last year, which was such a good thing. I'm going to go watch that here in a second. It's going to make me emotional too, watching him lift that trophy from last year. Or from this year. Seeing him... Getting old sucks. Getting old sucks because you look at... a part of your heart dies when this happens. Like, your love for the game is because of these players. My love for the game is because I watch Salah play, I watch Saka play, I watch Son play. And then when they're done and they retire, it's just part of my heart dies and I'm never going to get that back. I'm never going to see him play at Tottenham ever again. It's just gone. Life just moves on. It's going to be... The beautiful thing about it, though, on my selfish side of things, is Son is going to come to LA. I live in LA. And so I'll be able to like finally watch him play live. I've never seen him play live. And so I'll be able to have a chance to watch him play live while he's still a really good player too. It's just going to be the biggest blessing for me as a football fanatic to see. Watching him play, it'll be beautiful. But just seeing him leave, oh, that hurts my heart. How do I recover from this and keep the stream going? All right, I'll be sad later. Bottled up. Let's be sad later. Son, thank you for everything you've done, man. You're one of my favorite players of all time. Thank you. I appreciate you and I love you, man. Wow, I cannot watch him cry today while streaming. I don't know. If they did jersey retirement, they got to retire his jersey. Because Son is just that good of a guy. They got to put a statue outside of White Hart Lane. Because when I think of Tottenham, the first two names that come up are Harry Kane and Son. And, oh, that just broke my heart. That broke my heart. I thought I had one more year to watch him. Well, that hurts. Anyway, moving on. Son, I love you. I would hope he goes to the USA and plays football over there. Yeah, it sounds like he's linked to LAFC, and if he does that, oh, it's gonna be awesome to watch him play. Going back to this, if you want to send me your team, send it to my Twitter, send it to my Discord. Let's talk about it. Let's dive into it. Let's see what we think is a good idea, what is not a good idea, and we'll get ready for game week 1 and start the season off hot. Start the season hot. All right. I had Jared Bowen in my here for my last forward spot while I wait for people to send me their teams. Also, did this chat box work up here? Is this a good idea? I don't know, and I just left. I don't know if I was trying to design a couple ideas. One of them was put the chat box, just if you guys want to help me out real quick. I was going to put the chat box over here on this side on like the whole screen, but I decided to put it just like right up here just to make it there. But let me know what you guys' thoughts on that are. I like having the chat on there. All right. Now, looking at my squad. While I wait a little bit. Girl still hasn't texted me back, by the way. Oh boy, I do not like... Dang. I want to wake up and meet you in my beautiful morning. All right. I need a forward. So I like going 5 midfielders, honestly, to start the season. But I think at this point, the way my team's lined up, I think a forward with 8 mil is better than a midfielder. Let me check real quick, though. Joao Pedro, we talked about, great pick, but I don't know. Holland only being 19% selected is crazy, considering how good he's been the past few years. Last year was a down year. He had 180 points. Actually, he's had 2 down years in a row. Huh. He came out hot. 36 goals is crazy. 36 goals, 270 FPL points, but then 217 and 181. That's kind of shocking. You look at that and say, that's not worth 14 mil. Jared Bowen I have in my squad. You look at his fixtures to start the season. Sunderland away, good fixture. Chelsea, Nottingham, Tottenham. Honestly, it's not a bad run of fixtures to start. Ollie Watkins, 9 mil. I'm priced out of that. Strand Larson, he could start the season hot. I won't have him on my squad, though. I think what I want to do is put in a 4.5 mil forward here and switch 4.5 mil forward here. Let's put in Barnes. And then I want to take and put in a midi here at 8 mil. Let's think here. I don't know if I can even see that screen because I have my phone there. There we go. I missed it. So I got 8 mil to throw in. I don't know if I need to use 8 mil because why do I keep putting my phone where I gotta hit save changes? Thanks everyone for showing up, by the way. I appreciate y'all. If y'all have any questions, throw them in the chat. If you want to talk about something, throw them in the chat. What's on your mind going into FPL? Throw it in the chat. If you want me to see your team, put it to my Twitter up here. Or you can send it to Discord. I have an FPL Cup or FPL League I started. Code is in the description. Join it. I don't know what I'm giving away to the winner this year, but I'm going to try to make it fun. I don't know what it is yet. I don't have a good idea. Maybe it's I buy you a jersey of your team. That's actually not a bad idea. Winner of my league gets I buy him a jersey from their favorite club. Actually, not a bad idea. What do y'all think? Should I do that? Winner get a jersey? Winner get a kit? Kudos to 6.5 mil. I do like that pick. City in Game Week 2, but that's all right. And Mbeumo, I think Mbeumo might be a good play too, a good shout. I'm looking at the best 8 and less mil midfielders right now. I talked about it earlier in the stream if you want to go back and rewind it. But I'm looking at the best 8 mil here, and I go Mitoma, but I don't like his run of fixtures to start the season. Rogers I like a lot. I could throw Mr. Rogers. It's Mr. Carter, but I like his game a lot. He's got a good run of fixtures to start the season. 7 mil I think is still a very good price for someone his caliber. Malonga is a good price. Oh, man. This is tough. I mean, what I could do... I like Ait Nouri a lot, and I think there's a lot of value in these 6 mil defenders. Which one to pick, obviously, is the question, right? But I look at these 6 mil defenders. There's so many good ones here. Getting an Arsenal defender, getting Cucurella. Dude, there's so many good 6 mil defenders. That's giving me a headache. Let's talk about that here in a second. If no one said, if you want to send me your squads, feel free. If not, I'm going to talk about the best 6 mil defenders here in a second. I need to go over more of that DEF CON a little bit, but Guehi has a tough run of fixtures to start. I don't know if I want him. Walker, Fenifin. I'm not doubling up on Spurs defense. Konsa, nah. Kyle Walker, crazy pick. Shout out Kyle Walker, man. Luka Dean. I don't like anybody at 4.5. What about 5? We got anybody good at 5? Not really. Let's go there. Screw it. Because then if I have that, oh no, I still won't have enough money to go up to Cole Palmer. So why would I even do that? All right, let's look at the 6 mil defenders because I need some of those 6 mil defenders in my squad. I think with these new changes, I think they're definitely worth it. Oh, you want to talk about it? Oh, you want to say nothing? All right, looking at these 6 mil defenders. Although it didn't reset to 6 mil. Why didn't you reset to 6 mil? There's still Wan-Bissaka on there, and he is quite obviously 4.5. Oh, because you stupid idiot. Because everybody's there at 4.5 still counts. All right. There's no way to just differentiate that. If you want to like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Looking at these 6 mil defenders. Frimpong, great pick. Him being 27% selected, I definitely understand that. It is just a... I don't know if I'm missing a chat here. I'm looking at this chat here. There's a couple of messages I haven't seen that are not on my phone. It's really awkward to me just looking down right here without anything. Looking at my hairline. I have Matty Cash on my bench, looking really sharp this preseason. Emery really likes him. Matty Cash, hey, not a bad shout, man. I don't know why that's not showing up on my chat on my phone here. Pero is what it is. All messages. There we go, finally. LaCroix with DEF CON, okay. Also rotates good with Spurs. I'll look into that for sure. Matty Cash on my bench. Talked about that a little bit. Woo! I forgot how hard it is talking in front of a mic for an hour and a half. Appreciate everybody showing up, by the way, man. This has been a great turnout. Thank you. Even though I was MIA for 2 years. I guess y'all are still coming back and returning, and I can't say how grateful from the bottom of my heart. And how hungry I am right now, too. All right, Frimpong, I get it. This dude can absolutely play. Liverpool is just such a good team. You look at that and say, I think he's a great pick. I really like his game a lot. Obviously, how is he going to do with this within the system is the question. I see him getting up the pitch really high. How did he do last year? Really good non-penalty expected goals. Assists, he did really well. Dude, he's a really good attacking player. You look at, like, last year he had 5 goals, 5 assists. Obviously Leverkusen, different league. How's he going to do here? The year before that he had 9 and 7. So if he can come away with 5 goals this season and 7 assists, whatever it is, like he has been, obviously it's a new league. But if he could come away with that, oh boy. I need to go a little bit more so we can look at these. And then you're looking like, dude, that's a great freaking pick. A great pick. And I can't hate it. I can't hate it. Remind me where I know you're from. Honestly, now that we're talking about it a little bit more right now, I've been going for an hour and a half. Woo! Yeah, I look at it now and I go, Frimpong might be one that I just had to put in my team. You're looking at a 6 mil defender. I don't know how good he is defensively. I've heard mixed reviews defensively. But if he can get those attacking returns, maybe get a couple of clearances here and there, dude, 6 mil for a Liverpool asset that gets up the pitch and his quality up the pitch. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Ait-Nouri I have in my squad. He is such a good player. He's linking up really well with Doku right now from what I'm hearing from my City fans on that left side in preseason. Getting up the pitch. I don't expect City players to get many. I don't expect their defenders to get many tackles just for how much they possess the ball, how much they rotate it, and how their midfielders kind of do a lot of the dirty work there too. But attacking returns, potential clean sheets. I think if I had to rank them right now, I might be in that order. I'm kind of going off the cuff right now. I'll be more informed next week when I stream, or even Thursday. I'm not sure when I'm going to stream it next. But 1-2 might be Frimpong and Ait-Nouri. That might be the play. Gabriel, I like Arsenal defenders a lot. They're a great defensive team. I just look at their run of fixtures and I go, is it worth getting it, knowing I'm probably going to be wildcarding earlier, right? United, a good chance they come away with a clean sheet there, but you never know in these matches. They could come away and get like a 2-1 defeat to United. All it takes is a bit of excellence from Bruno and Mbeumo, and you lost there, right? So now we look at Leeds. Great fixture there. Liverpool after that. Nottingham Forest, great last year. I probably still expect a higher chance of a clean sheet there. And City, and then Newcastle. So you look at this and go, Arsenal might only come away with 2 clean sheets in this run. Maybe, which honestly isn't that bad, but for 6 mil, and at that point I'm probably wildcarding around that range anyway, because I always do. But you look at that and go, is that something that I want in my squad? Who's injured? Who did I miss, Steve? Crap. I really got to lock in. Lock in. Concept 4.5 mil. I get why he is highly selected there. I hate that blink in there. Van Dijk. I've talked about him a lot. Cucurella I talked about a lot just in how good he gets up the pitch. Cucurella, I think I'd probably put higher in my rankings. It's just the Chelsea defense. Do I trust him? Last year he came away with 133 points. I expect him to be a little bit, maybe even a little bit higher this year. Crystal Palace, great start. Crystal Palace, I expect them to score in this game though. West Ham, they might score in that game too. But honestly, a good run of fixtures to start the season. Cucurella gets so high up the pitch, I wouldn't be surprised for him getting an attacking return in a couple of those matches in the first 6 game weeks or so. It's just, do I trust that defense? He's up there. Gvardiol, beast. Dude, there's just so many good 6 mil defenders. I don't even know how you pick. Other than it's using like fixtures to use I don't know what else he could do. Pedro Paro at 5.5. Him not being 6 is kind of crazy, just because he's on set pieces quite often. He's just a good player, man. Really good. Really good player. Munoz at 5.5. Yeah, sure. Tough run of fixtures to start the season, though. Why did I do selection? This is what I needed to do. Come on, Sean. Get your head in the game. I know it's because I'm tired because I've been streaming for a long time. But also, again, appreciate you guys showing up for this whole time. I expected when I just jumped back onto here, I wouldn't have that many people on stream. And having this many people on stream, honestly, just makes me really happy. Really happy. Well, I don't even care about streaming numbers, to be completely honest. I just care about having people here to talk to. Having the homies. Yeah, I wouldn't have Robbo. If I'm going... Robbo's not someone I would have on my team at this point. Reece James at 5.5. He's always a question of injury. He's just such a good player at that right foot, but just that injury, man. Yeah. Honestly, I think these are really good picks. I'm just going to throw him in there just because I can. And then I'm going to end my stream here in the next probably like 5 minutes because I have to... I got to rest my voice a little bit. My throat's starting to hurt. I got to do a little bit of cooking and cleaning and getting ready for tomorrow at work. But appreciate all y'all showing up. If you want to, real quick, please throw your team up into my Twitter here, and I'll talk about it. If you want to join the league, there's a code there in the description. If you want to if you have any questions about any players, any teams, any difficulty ratings, anything, send it here, and we'll talk about it. Woo! Stream is tough, man. Oh, yes, Lord. Also, my homie, I want him to join this streaming. I want to have my homie here streaming with me, and we can have 2 people streaming this conversation, which I think would be so much better if you could just, Dion, if you're listening, Aaron, if you're listening, either one of y'all, if y'all are listening, please. 2 people on the stream would be legendary. Anyway. Frimpong here. I got 5 minutes. Only got 5 minutes to save the world. Dude, I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys showing up and having conversations, throwing your team onto my Twitter. I can't tell you how much that means to me, man. Just being able to talk about soccer like this is just the greatest freaking blessing, dude. I'm glad I can have that back in my life. All right, I got 8 mil to spend. I can either get another midfielder or I can get an attacker. Or I can just upgrade. I can upgrade here. And I can go Nuri. And I still have 6.5 mil in midfield. Man, I played around with my team so much on the stream over the past few times. Sound like Homer. Why is it not acting a fool? Oh, because I want midfielders. I clicked the wrong button. What should I have for lunch, man? I need some protein. That's what I need. Son, man, that made me sad, dude. I love you, man. All right, Marmouche. I can't go Marmouche. I don't have the guts to do so. Where would you? I guess I don't even have the I don't have the money for him anyway. Come on, Sean. Get your head in the game. Any questions, comments, please get him in real quick. I'm losing energy. I'm actually doing not bad considering I was hungover this morning. Any questions, comments, get him in. Wolverhampton giving up 2 goals today. Oh, man, I just got a little bit dizzy. Whew. Any questions, get him in. Anything you want. If you want me to look at your team, please get him in real fast. Up to Twitter. Up here, you don't have to follow me. Just put it on there, and I'll talk about it real fast. Because I do want to talk about your guys' stuff, man. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything here before I go talk about... I saw some of these bets from 2023. Remind me where I know you from. I really need some food. Holy crap. All right. Matoma I love, but too hard of fixtures to start the season. Sar I like, but I only want to get one Crystal Palace to start. Let's do, instead of price, let's go selection percentage. Let's cheat a little bit because I got to end stream here in a second. And then let me know what you guys rate my team. Roast me, amigo. Kudos is a good pick. I do like that. Ramses muscles are number 1. Caicedo, Cherokee. I'm gonna stick with this. Let's see what this team looks like and see what y'all think. I'm 100% gonna change it before the season starts. But this is where my team is at. Let me replace my dog Matoma. He's obviously not my captain, but this is what my team looks like. What do y'all think? Is this a team ready for game week 1? I don't think so. But why is my phone acting up right now? What you gonna do? Act a fool! Get Greer for Barnes, 4.5 mil. Ooh. I'm gonna hold. Ooh, I like that a lot. I will 100% change that here after my stream's done. Because I just want to look at this team here more than going back a little bit. I decided to go, as of right now, my decision is to go a little bit bigger at the back. Getting Frimpong and Aitnourian. Getting 2 6 mil defenders. I think they're both going to be great. Both go forward. I got 2 Arsenal, 2 Liverpool, as far as that goes. Cliver, I love. Eze, I love. Matoma. I'm taking a couple chances at a couple cheaper midfielders. A couple budget options here. Am I going to run with that? That's going to be a big question, but I do like taking a chance on those guys. I think their games are all great. It's just, are they going to start the season hot? Is going to be the question. Oh, my days. I am tired. But yeah, are they going to start the season hot? It's going to be the question. Wow, I really get distracted really easily. So that's going to be a big one. But other than that, I like this team. I think it's a really good team. I could obviously take one of my 6 mil defenders, downgrade them, and then throw in like an 8 mil striker because I think that'd be a really good option as well. I think that's a big, probably it's going to a high likelihood that I do that going into game week 1. But I look at this and honestly, I think this team's good, man. Thanks everyone for watching. Last questions, get them in, please, 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 because I'm about to end the stream. Get them in. Oh my gosh, my throat. It's 2 hours. 2 hours of this, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, estoy. Tengo hambre también. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate y'all. Oh man. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate y'all. Seriously, showing up for me streaming after not streaming for 2 years is just, to say it's a blessing is an understatement. My stream setup, I still don't think it's the greatest. I want to improve on it. I think I'm still not doing the greatest as far as me being a streamer. I think there's a lot that I need to get better at, and I will, right? And I appreciate you guys. The whole point of me streaming is just getting a platform that I can talk FPL with people about, which is just because I don't have enough chance to talk about it here moving forward, and I hope that we just have a fun time. Right? I don't claim to be the best FPL YouTuber by far. In no world am I the best FPL YouTuber. But I plan to be a FPL YouTuber that's just fun to talk about sports with. And hip-hop, if y'all want to talk about hip-hop. But I just want to be a streamer that's just fun to click in and enjoy a Sunday conversation. And enjoy watching the game together. Enjoy talking about this beautiful thing that's addicting that we call Fantasy Premier League together. Take some time out of the day to make someone smile. As always, y'all, if you like this, subscribe. Appreciate it. Take some time out of the day to make someone smile, y'all. Peace. Oh, that was awesome. What a fun stream.